When you watch any runway today, you see hoodies, tees, sneakers, all these things on a luxury playground. But they didn't get their start from the elite.
And I think hard work and honesty and sort of integrity in what you create will eventually make you successful.
Willi Smith.
Born and raised in Philadelphia, his father was an ironworker, his mother a creative. He took after his mother in a sense, his head always in a book. The beginnings were humble, and according to him, there was more clothes in the house than food. After his parents split, his grandmother took over the nurturing role and played a pivotal part in his trajectory.
I am surprised that he's gone far, much further than I ever expected.
Why do you think he has?
Because he wanted to.
He studied commercial art in high school and then fashion illustration at the Philadelphia Museum College of Art. He acquired two scholarships to Parsons. And here's where Nana steps in. She cleaned houses for a family, and through them, she got him an internship with couturier Arnold Scazzi. He moved to New York in 1965 and helped make things for people like Elizabeth Taylor. He learned the essentials, but also, these were not the things he was trying to make. 2 years later, he found himself expelled for having an open relationship with another male student. I don't understand because Parsons is very, very gay. So what's tea? He found himself rattled but moved by the culture and support of the people on the Lower West Side. And soon he began brushing elbows with people in the art world, with designs he helped create ending up in exhibitions. He worked as lead designer with a sportswear company where he directed editorial shoots in the garment district. This was also where he scouted and worked with Beth Ann Hardison, the Beth Ann Hardison. Around this time he met a woman, Lori Millet, a French student in New York on holiday who was shopping French fabrics to American manufacturers. And according to her, it was love at first sight. American fashion was on the rise at this time, and he was a new name and face in it, along with names like Halston, Patrick Kelly, and Stephen Burrows. But he was frustrated with his current role, with little wiggle room to fully express himself. He was creating for an exclusionary world when he wanted to design for everyone. Then, a window of opportunity presented itself. The company went bankrupt. With Lori, he traveled to India and returned with a shirt, a skirt, and a high-waisted loose-fitting pant dubbed the WilliWear pant. And when they launched WilliWear in 1976, the WilliWear pant took off. And soon it found itself being sold at Saks Fifth Avenue. Streetwear in a luxury environment. That sounds familiar. His clothes were purposely affordable. They were easy to integrate into the commercial market, and they were size inclusive, most being one size fits all. He was one of the first to integrate menswear and womenswear under one label. His designs were also gender fluid. Hasn't that been a common thing today with brands like Y Project, Telfar, and Vaquera?
He's 30 years old, a turning point. His clothes are frisky and basic at the same time. His company, WilliWear, is just 2 years old. You'll find echoes of India because that's where the clothes are made. But the operative word is comfortable. Willi Smith.
You used to see WilliWear everywhere. It was a brand you would see everyone wearing on the street. That's why editors started referring to it as streetwear. Embracing attainability, he created patterns so people could make his clothes at home. What's the point if you can't put clothes anywhere in the world? Clothing should go hand in hand with society. With this new accessible business model, he knew he had to get his vision out in a different way. Under the title Artist Damaged Goods at Project Space 1 PS1, now MoMA PS1, he showcased his clothing in a big room, plastered in white, placed flat on the floor, all near stamp markers, similar to when imperfect items are returned at retailers. Because clothes are usually seen three-dimensionally, I wanted to use them flat. Because they're usually seen in motion, I wanted them to be still. This moment presented him as an artist. It showcased his pieces, and it challenged the very business he was in, fashion.
Other than being nervous, I was wondering how this was going to feel. And it feels really good. I'm really proud and honored to accept this award. And thank you for all of you who have been supporting my work, to my wonderful partner, Lori Millet, and to all the people who believe and wear WilliWear. Thanks a lot.
There's been an influx in the intersection of art and fashion today, hasn't there? He often collaborated with artists who had distinct visions of society in the future, like Nanjum Paik, Juan Downey, and Keith Haring. In 1984, he reaches out to 20 artists for a collaboration on t-shirts. They were priced at $37, and again, one size fits all. This was all for a new art venture, WilliWear Productions, made in New York. And it was captured on video, one of the first fashion films to be created showcasing a collection. The amount of fashion films being produced today, especially during COVID. One of the artists he collaborated with was Barbara Kruger. Then unknown, she was the one that allegedly inspired the Supreme logo.
Here is Willi Smith, the hottest designer in the business.
Your father was an iron worker, your mother a homemaker,
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You drew a lot, and nobody said go out and play second base. I mean, you didn't get a lot of pressure, did you?
No, I got none, actually. I got a lot of support creatively from my family. They thought I was, like, very strange, so they thought the best is to leave him alone. As long as he wasn't causing trouble.
I must not tell a lie. I don't feel comfortable in the loose look. Now, I know that doesn't mean that it's not a good idea.
It looks great on you.
But
Right?
It's important to note he didn't come out of these moments unscathed. He was often criticized for being so white, and being questioned about his solidarity with the black community. In 1983, he releases his Street Couture collection, which spoke to the explosion of hip-hop, realigning his presence with the culture.
What do you think about WilliWear? Oh, I think everything. It's gorgeous, beautiful, it's wonderful. Would you wear it? Yes. What would you wear out of this collection? Oh, everything. Willie is #1. There's no doubt about it. He's it. That's it.
At the same time, a creative duo and friends of Willie, Christo and Jean-Claude, succeeded in wrapping 11 islands in Miami's Biscayne Bay in pink fabric. He made shirts for the workers and monitors of the worksite. When he made extras for souvenirs for stores around the area, they refused. So, they sold them on the back of a truck and they hit. In 1985, they did the same to the Parisian Pont Neuf Bridge, wrapping it in a silky sandstone color. Willie designed the uniforms for the workers on the bridge. I'm also looking forward to seeing if people can really work in the clothes. When the ads for the uniform started showing up in Parisian newspapers, the asking price was $1,000. Soon, he traveled to Dakar, Senegal to produce a fashion film called Expedition, one of the largest ports of the transatlantic slave trade. It was a way for him to rediscover his ancestry. He cast locals for the film, mirroring his love for the everyday person. Chanel put on a couture show and produced a fashion film in Dakar, didn't they? In the annual issue number 21 of The Amazing Spider-Man, Willie designed Mary Jane's dress. And in 1986, WilliWear's revenue amassed over $25 million, making him one of the most successful black designers of the time.
I feel really honored to win this award. I feel kind of new to the menswear business and still learning a lot about it. I'd like to thank some very important people to me from my WilliWear family. They are Mr. Om Batija, Mr. Mark Bozak, my business partner and best friend Laurie Mallet, and a special thanks to Mr. Stuart Lazar, whose belief in me as a designer and has helped guide me through this whole thing. Thank you all very much. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I forgot to thank the most important people to me, who are the people out there in the streets who buy and wear WilliWear. Thanks a lot.
In 1987, he took a buying trip to India and he got sick. And when he returned to New York City, he was admitted to Mount Sinai. He passed the next day, April 17th, 1987. After his death, there was a rise in streetwear all across the boroughs, like Fubu and Karl Kani. And many of the founders of these brands credit Willie as inspiration. His mission statement for WilliWear is one of the clearest perceptions of streetwear. I don't design clothes for the queen, but the people who wave at her as she goes by.
When people hear the name Willi Smith, I want them to think that this is a person who cares enough about them that he's taking the time to design and create and think for them.